gun community flexes. What are some of the more common ones, and why are they not really flexes? Let's talk about that. Welcome to the Patriot Training YouTube channel. My name is Clay Howell. I'm the owner and head firearms instructor at Patriot Training. The purpose of this video is to talk about some of the flexes that people in the gun community sometimes demonstrate in an effort to look, I guess, better than somebody else. I don't know. The flex that we're going to talk about in this video, and there are so many, and I would like to turn this into a series of videos, is somebody saying that they have trained with some special forces guys or trained with some SEALs or this, that, or the other. And so I have just a few thoughts about that. So you come and you say, yeah, I've been training with some SF guys, and they say X, Y, and Z. My first thought that goes through my mind is, no, you haven't. And what I mean by that is, you may have been to the range one time with some people that were. You may have even been told that these people were SF guys, but you probably haven't been training with them. That's highly, highly unlikely. Just a very few of them ever continue to train after they get out, and most of those guys form training companies. So what somebody says that's actually been training with some SF guys is they would say, yes, I took such and such class with Pat McNamara, or I took a class from Magpul Dynamics, Chris Costa, or some such like that. They will name you the class, they'll name you the instructor. That's when somebody's really trained with some SF guys. My second thought is, yes, it's definitely a flex, but it's kind of a weird one. And I mean that because having trained alongside some Special Forces people, they are typically competent shooters, but rarely more than that. They are not, by and large, high-class shooters when it comes down to skill levels. There are a very small fraction of them that are, and those men and women got there by way of competition, not by way of Special Forces. And they will all tell you that too. Sometimes, like I kind of hinted at earlier, they were not Special Forces guys. They might have been competent shooters. They might have even been better than you. They might have claimed that. But golly bum, the number of people I've had tell me that they were Special Forces or Navy SEALs or this, that, or the other that just weren't is just outlandish. It's one of the most common, I think, somebody falsely claiming to be a Navy SEAL is the most common form of stolen valor, and I think Special Forces is probably second to it. So, yeah, so a lot of people, embellish or say things that aren't entirely true. So, going back once again to the fact that most Special Forces guys don't train all that much outside afterwards unless they're really into competition or unless they become instructors, yeah, you probably didn't train with them. You might, maybe, on a single range session, with somebody that actually was Special Forces, you might have practiced with them once. And it's a big thing to get a couple of pointers at a range session, and it's totally different than taking a class. Completely different, because you're not going to have the coaching, the watchful eye. You're not going to have somebody that's very competent in that necessarily. They may or may not be. So there's a lot more questions in an environment such as that. So just keep that in mind. In summary, my suggestion, if you think it's really a flag, yeah, I've been training with some Special Forces guys, that's why I'm a better shooter than you. Drop your ego, take a training class. You'll be glad you did. What do you think? Did I miss something? Did I leave something out? Put it in the comments below. Do you have an experience where you trained with a Special Forces guy or you knew somebody who did? Tell me about it in the comments. I'd like to hear about it. I'm always looking to learn. And this is a great time to remind you that you don't have to be a patriot to train, but you do have to train if you want to be a patriot. Take care.